What's cracking, guys? Bruce Madsen here, your host show of Metro Scout Fantasy Football. And I'm here to talk about one of my guys. I haven't had the opportunity to talk about him in depth yet. I've talked about him in some mock drafts and some other videos, but I'm here to just talk about him. My favorite wide receiver in this year's draft, the guy I've talked about the most, is David Bell. Fell to the late third round of this year's draft, and then got selected by the Cleveland Browns, which is an interesting depth chart because there is a lot of opportunity here. They got Amari Cooper, Donovan Peoples-Jones, drafted Schwartz last year. There's some opportunity here for him to succeed. He could carve out a role as the wide receiver 2 on this team as early as his rookie season. That's very optimistic for a rookie, so that might take a little longer than expected. He might flash some this year, but he's being paired with Deshaun Watson, and you know they're not adding him to the roster without letting him cook. So they're going to be slinging the rock a little bit more. The targets are at least going to be more efficient. They're going to be more accurate. As long as he didn't lose any of that gusto, as long as there's no rust there, we should be cooking with some fire with Deshaun Watson. I think him and David Bell would be an excellent pair. David Bell can create enough separation with route running. He's great at the catch point. He has great ball skills. He's also very physical. He's got that dog mentality, which, no pun intended, goes well in the Cleveland Browns dog pound there. I feel like him being with the Browns is like the perfect fit, perfect scenario for him to be in. Low-key good spot. It's an open depth chart with some ambiguity, giving him a chance to showcase what he's worth. We should hear of him doing some good things in camp this summer, making some good plays, some good storylines coming from David Bell throughout the season. We're just going to be hoping for some flashes, some snaps, some targets. And as we get more involved, as we start progressing, he should start getting some fantasy points for our rosters. What I like about him most is you can get him as a second-round rookie pick, middle of that second to upper middle, maybe like 2 or 3 to a 4 spot. Cheap price tag to get. He's one of the last of the Mohicans of good wide receivers in the second round. We're talking about a wide receiver who broke out at age 18 and was productive throughout his entire collegiate career. Had a 35.1% dominator rating, which ranked in the 69th percentile. Failed the combine, though. That's what people hate about him. We knew from tape that was going to happen. We knew he wasn't the fastest guy. We knew he'd be fast enough, which 4.65, I guess is barely fast enough, but we've had wide receivers be successful with those kind of specs. What we like about him is the nuance to play, ball skills, the tenacity, the good balance, the cerebralness. There's a lot of good things in his profile. Are we expecting him to be an alpha at the next level? No. So we're expecting him to be a very good wide receiver 2. He'll probably be in that wide receiver 2 bubble for fantasy, moving up and down. There is some upside here if he transitions well and Deshaun Watson loves to target him. There's a chance Amari Cooper gets banged up. He has been banged up off and on throughout his career, especially as he gets older. That could give Bell the opportunity to be the wide receiver 1 in some spots for the team. He may even transition to that point as Cooper starts to age. Father Time's not undefeated anymore, but Amari Cooper's not going to win that battle against Father Time. I look for David Bell to have a good chance to succeed here in Cleveland. I don't want to concentrate 100% on the upside. There's a chance that he flops. There's a chance that Watson flops on himself. He's not guaranteed to succeed. He had a year off. There's a chance that this does not go well. There's a chance that this is a low volume passing offense. And even though Bell's getting a decent target share, he's only producing just enough for us to just get excited about, but not enough for us to have a tangible asset due to the low volume of targets being spread around the offense, and most of those going to Amari Cooper, and a lot of carries going to Nick Chubb and company. So that's a good chance of happening too on the short term. David Bell, though's got some features in his game that could work well for a dynasty teams, and especially the price point, the middle second round. It's just so cheap, it's hard to ignore. Draft capital's there, it's just good enough. He almost fell to day 3, but he's still on board where we got drafted at. Only thing that is really killing him is the athletic specs. We knew that anyways. We've seen wide receivers kill it with low-level athleticism numbers, good production, good draft capital. When those two are together, we got some opportunity here. The depth chart's looking good, so now we just got to see what happens. Let me know in the comments what you think about David Bell. Smash that like button. Help me out on the algorithm. Spread this video around so other people can see it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. Every subscription matters. Fuels me to keep putting out this content. I'm putting out more Dynasty Fantasy Football content on the YouTubes, more than anybody else. One-man show, do my own editing and everything. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Again, I want to thank you, and I'll catch you next time.